Hey there everyone, it's been a while, hasn't it? I hope everyone's doing good. Well, I say everyone, but I doubt that many people actually watch my videos. What I do know though is that my scariest PIFs and ads video has been the most popular on my channel, so I thought, although I've been away for ages, I thought I'd do another one of those. The reason I've been away for so long is that I've been working on other personal projects, and perhaps I'll go into more about those in a future video. For now, though, here are my top 10 favourite PIFs. This list is a mixture of those ads that have touched me the most, those that made me laugh the most, and some I'm just completely biased about. There's even a couple of international PSAs in here too. Without further ado, let's kick off with number 10.
Oh, it's ever so nice and peaceful up here, Joe. Nice view, too.
Ah, very nice, Petunia. And look at that nice little boat. He's having a lot of fun out there in his little dinghy. That's what they call them, you know, sailing dinghy.
Are they nice people at our hotel, Joe?
Hey, hello. Now he's splicing his main brace.
Though I don't think the man on table number 6 is very nice.
Hey, do you think he's in trouble, Petunia?
Oh, no, Joe. He's just enjoying himself on holiday.
Oh, he's decided to have a swim. Now he's going to climb back again. I expect that water's a bit cold, don't you? Oh, he's changed his mind. Now he's waving to us. Go away! I can't say I recognise him, though.
Well, he must know us. Maybe it's the gent on table number 6.
No, it's not him. He's Oh, now he's shouting. Lovely day, isn't it? Help! Help! Dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard! I can't hear a word he's saying, you know. Help. Dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard. Well, I never. If you see a boat you think may be in distress, dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard.
In her own top 10 list, Peachy talked about everyone having a light switch PIF that got them into watching PIFs and or reviewing them. I guess you could say this could be mine. I remember reading an article online about how this 70s ad had been updated for a 21st century audience, complete with replacing the phone box with a mobile phone. For comparison, here's the 2000s version.
It's ever so nice and peaceful up here, Joe. Nice view, too.
Ah, very nice, Petunia. And look at that nice little boat. He's having a lot of fun out there in his little dinghy. That's what they call them, you know, sailing dinghy.
Are they nice people at our hotel, Joe?
Hey, hello. Now he's splicing his main brace.
Though I don't think the man on table number 6 is very nice.
Hey, do you think he's in trouble, Petunia?
Oh, no, Joe. He's just enjoying himself on holiday.
Oh, he's decided to have a swim. Now he's going to climb back again. I expect that water's a bit cold, don't you? Oh, he's changed his mind. Now he's waving to us. Go away! I can't say I recognise him, though.
Well, he must know us. Maybe it's the gent on table number 6.
No, it's not him. He's Oh, now he's shouting. Lovely day, isn't it? Help! Help! Dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard! I can't hear a word he's saying, you know. Help. Dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard. Well, I never. If you see a boat you think may be in distress, dial 999 and ask for the Coast Guard.
Now, surprisingly, this isn't the only beach safety ad on this list, even though that's not a topic you see too often these days. I wonder if that's because it's just become common knowledge how to stay safe at the beach. A lot of 70s PIFs have become obsolete over the years. Speaking of the 70s,
I am the spirit of dark and lonely water, ready to trap the unwary, the show-off, the fool. And this is the kind of place you'd expect to find me.
Come on, come on.
But no one expects to find me here. It seems too ordinary. But that pool is deep. The boy is showing off. The bank is slippery. The show-offs are easy. But the unwary ones are easier still. This branch is weak, rotten. It'll never take his weight. Only a fool would ignore this. But there's one born every minute. Under the water there are traps. Old cars, bedsteads, weeds, hidden depths. It's the perfect place for an accident.
Oh, look, there's someone in the water. Quick, use that big stick to get him out.
Sensible children. I have no power over them.
Oi, mate, that's a stupid place to swim. Hey, go over and get that thing to wrap him in. You don't have to feel cold, mate. How long was you in there?
Ew, what thing?
I'll be back.
This is probably one of the most famous PIFs of all time. I chose this to go on the list because it's just simply so iconic. There's no other word to describe this PIF. Well, maybe except absolutely terrifying. I still get chills every time I watch it. Well, but in a good way. Not in a cursed Kleenex, can't even watch it, gonna keep you up all night kind of way. Did I say that out loud? Anyway, on to number 8. Here we come to our first humorous PIF on the list. I love the tiny man. He's just so full of attitude, and it makes me laugh every time the dirty litterer gets dunked into the bin. Guys, do not fuck with the tiny man, or he may steal your woman. Moving on.
The little girl, she said to me, what are these things that I can see? Each night when I come home from school, when Mama calls me in for tea. Oh, every night a baby dies, and every night her mama cries. What makes those men do what they do to make that person black and blue? Grandpa says they're happy now. They sit with God in paradise with angels' wings, and still somehow it makes me feel like ice. Tell me there's a heaven. Tell me that it's true. there's a reason why I'm seeing what I do. Tell me there's a heaven where all those people go. Tell me they're all happy now. Papa, tell me that it's so.
Actually, maybe Kleenex isn't so bad after all, because I'm definitely going to be needing an entire box after that tearjerker. This is on the list because it's just so powerful. It literally makes me want to give all my money to the NSPCC. All of it. If this doesn't make you cry, then you're a cruel, heartless bastard. I'm only kidding, but these are real stories about real kids here. Possibly one of the best ads the NSPCC have ever done. What a twist! In all seriousness though, I love this ad for a few reasons. Mental health is a really important issue and it needs to be talked about more openly. I myself suffer with my mental health sometimes and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I also like this PIF because it just goes to show that you really can't judge a book by its cover. Hands up who thought the old man was going to be chaff meat. Bet you feel bad now, don't you? Let's move on to number 5.
Come along, come along. Now, what would you like for Christmas, little girl?
A puppy.
Right. Want anything else?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, but you do.
Do I?
Well, let's see. You'll need some inoculations, of course, and there's the £2,000 worth of dog food he'll eat. Someone to walk it every day. Have I mentioned insurance yet?
Maybe I'll have a ghetto blaster.
Well, you can tell this one's from back in the day, can't you? Who even has a ghetto blaster these days, anyway? I just thought this one was brilliantly funny, and it's quotable too, and I love anything quotable. Not much more to say about this one. On we go!
Oh no, George is driving. He's too wasted. I should say something, but I could look dumb in front of Monique. Bro, Monique says you're dumb, but if he crashes, I'll have to live with his family.
Puzzle time.
And if he dies, Ghost George will haunt me forever.
Grab a chip. Want a chip?
You know I can't grab your ghost chips.
Go away.
Spoon.
Spacehead. Bro, Willie, what are you doing, bro?
Oh, I've been internalizing a really complicated situation in my head.
What are you on about?
I don't think you should drive.
Nah.
Nah, you're too drunk, bro. Just crash here.
Yes, crash here. Okay.
Stop a mate from driving drunk. Legend.
I'm sorry, but anyone with this accent, I think, is a bloody legend anyway. This is our first trip to the other side of the world on this list, and it won't be the last. Again, this one is just hilarious and quotable, and I've heard it spawned quite a few memes as well. I don't actually know much about this one, so I can't say much about it, but I just go to show that you don't have to go all blood and gore to get a message across. Saying that, my top 3 are relatively tame too.
Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like... I say, Mr. Roy, what have you got there, Roy?
It's an inflatable canoe. I'm blowing it up.
Blowing it up? What harm has it done you? Put it down. Put it...
Blowing air into it, you nut.
Oh, I beg it ever so puddin'. It's a bit small for you, isn't it?
It's yours.
Huh?
I thought you might fancy a jolly joust with the waves.
You're not getting me out in that. Oh, I get salt in me fur. And the waves, I mean to say, tip me up, turn me over.
You'll get your tail wet.
Brush, please. You mind? Brush.
All right, well, if you're staying here, I'm going to borrow a rubber dinghy.
Huh?
And if I get beyond the wave...
Beyond the waves?
I can have a nice swim.
A nice swim? You really... Lifeguard! Lifeguard!
What's the matter?
If you swim away from a rubber dinghy, it could be swept away from you.
Oh, I see. And there I'll be.
Where?
All at sea. Boom, boom.
I do the jukes.
All right, then. I'll go and have a nice peaceful float on my airbed.
Just a minute. Hang me about.
What?
I'll tell you something.
Yeah?
Imagine, there I am, lying on my airbed, floating gently up and down. Suddenly I raise my head.
And what do you see?
That's right.
What?
The sea.
That's my joke.
You can have it. It wasn't very funny anyway. Water. No beach. The wind and tide have carried me out. Help! Help!
Are you trying to tell me that inflatables are dangerous?
Dangerous? Now, did I say that? Now, did I say...
Ah, you mean inflatables are safe if they're used properly.
Go to the top of the class. But don't go out on open water when the wind and tide can sweep you out.
And don't be tempted to go for a nice swim.
Wait, who's giving this information? That's right. And don't go out where there are waves to tip you up.
So what are you going to do then?
I thought I might potter over to the paddling pool and play with Horace.
Who's Horace?
My rubber duck. Come on, Horace! 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 You can't stand water, you know.
Hey, interesting. I know what number 1 is. Please don't say Basil Brush. Please don't say Basil Brush. Why not? Because you can't put something at number 1 just because Basil Brush is in it. But, and so, after a long conversation with myself about where to put this one, I made a compromise and put it at number 3. And I wish there was a deeper meaning as to why I like this, but there isn't. I would probably love anything with Basil Brush in it, even if it was on CBeebies or something. Let's move on before interesting kills me. Admit it, you sang along. I know I did, and if you didn't, don't talk to me. I'm kidding. This Australian PSA is everything. It's cute, it's funny, it's catchy, and it has its own mobile game. If you haven't played the Dumb Ways to Die game yet, I highly recommend it. Be careful, it's addictive.
Take care out on the street. Use your head and then your feet. Don't run out like a fool. Take your time and play it cool. If you don't stay alert, you could end up getting hurt. You gotta stop and think, then you'll be king of the road. King of the road.
I went for the nostalgia factor for my number one. You couldn't watch Cartoon Network in the 90s without seeing these two cuties trying to cross the road in the ad break. And who remembers those glow-in-the-dark hedgehogs we got at school? The only piece of PIF memorabilia I've ever owned. And now for a little anecdote. Recently I was walking down my road and I saw a poor little hedgehog in the middle of the road. The first thing that came to mind was this ad. It's pretty much been imprinted in my brain, and for that, it deserves my number one spot. Well, I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, or even if you didn't, be sure to leave a comment down below, and I promise I won't leave it too long next time. Bye bye!